everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chermi and we are back with another speed build. Today we are going to be working on Rapidash 93's Rapidash Shell 02. This is my first time, no it's not, I'm lying, this is not my first time attempting a shell challenge, but this is my first time doing a friend's shell challenge, shall I say, because I meet friends with Rapidash on Twitch. In my time on Twitch, well, that was a very weird explanation, but basically we are friends now, and it's my first time doing a friend's shell challenge. I'm very happy to be part of the Sims community now. Yeah, I never was before. I am relatively new, so I've been receiving a lot of like very good, very warm welcomes from everyone in the Sims, well, I guess Simmers on Twitch community, and my heart's just really warm. But enough said. This is going to be a desert echo home, something like that. The shell is relatively small, so I surprisingly, well, not really very surprisingly, but actually still quite surprisingly got this done relatively quickly, a lot quicker than I usually do my speed builds. Or like my builds in general. This one came together pretty okay. I was like, oh, this shell looks easy. It should be easy to roof and to make stuff and to make a house. No, it was not. You'll see in a little bit that I do struggle with the roofing quite a little bit. Like, it looks deceptively easy to roof, but it turned out to be quite a challenge, and I appreciate a challenge, and I have promptly underestimated this shell, and I'm sorry, Rapidash, I'm so sorry, but I really thoroughly enjoyed doing this shell challenge. I think I might do more of this. Some of my friends, I think a lot of my friends are doing like shell challenges right now, like they have their own running ones, so I have plans to do a couple more of these, like my friends one. I want to support them so much. But you can see that the exterior of the house is coming together right now. Yeah, the outside actually fell together pretty easily. Everything fell together really easily after I figured out like roofing. Roofing was the hardest part of this one, I think. But I really love how this whole build turned out. It looks so cozy. It's a really small space. It is fit for actually a single sim. If you guys can hear like notifications in the background, I'm so sorry. I forgot to mute some of my friends, but yeah, what I was saying was, look at this roofing thing. I would have loved for that roof to be able to tower over the porch area and have that be like a thing, but I didn't know how to make it look okay and look good, and I figured that for like a desert home sort of situation, it's not something that you would really see in that kind of houses. Like, I feel like is this called a gabled roof? The gabled roof thing occurs more in like log cabins and stuff, so probably not much in like a desert home situation. But I'm going off just feel for a lot of my builds, because I don't have like formal knowledge on like how houses are made and stuff. I do intend to learn more about them as I go along, because I am a nerd and I like learning about things like this. But currently, not much information. I'm slowly learning, picking up things as I go. Currently more into the interior side of things, but nothing formal yet. I do want to like educate myself more, because it's something that I like anyways, like interior design, architecture and stuff. So I think it would be a very worthy investment of my time. But anyways, I decided to go for like a light flooring. I think I ended up with this flooring. Yeah, this wooden flooring. I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. And this yellowish wallpaper. You guys know that I don't like white wallpapers, so I didn't go with that. But surprisingly, I did. If you guys see later, I did settle on white wallpaper for the bedroom. But the bedroom is very small. Very small. So I think white really helps open up the space a little bit. But that's a topic for when we actually reach the bedroom later. The way I did the floor plan looks really simple. Honestly, I think like a lot of people would come to this conclusion when it comes to this house. I decided to keep wow, I cannot speak today. I decided to keep most of the house pretty open concept, very flowing, like it's like almost like a shotgun house, but not really. So once you enter the like the Genkan area, the entranceway area. It's not really a Genkan, but I do like my entranceway moment. So I tried to use these dividers to figure out like a way to kind of block it off, to kind of give it like a little bit of a section area. But I decided to, instead of use dividers, which is quite tricky and it doesn't look really nice, I went for something more solid, like a half wall like this, a very low half wall. And I lifted the floor up on a platform to that area, so it looks like a little nice platform surrounded by half walls, and it kind of just semi chops the room into that portion and the rest of the living area portion. So there's still it feels semi open but still sectioned off in a way. You can see how it kind of helps the room feel like it's less big, but it's still like a really long, like you can see from one end to the other end of the house really easily. But yeah, and oh, and I forgot to mention that with Rapidash's shell challenge, it is a pack limited challenge because Rapidash only owns a couple of packs, so we are limited, and I'm only using things from base game, seasons, eco lifestyle, dream home decorator, perfect patio, and tiny living. So those are the only packs I use for this build. So if you guys have all those packs, I think this build is something that you guys can definitely download and use if you want to. I had a lot of fun. I love, like, considering the fact that my last build was a base game only build, a limited pack build, and a shell challenge as well. I think it's a nice change from having access to everything that I am used to using. It's very nice to have to be able to be limited. It stretches your creativity. And yeah, right now I'm trying to have my kitchen all over on this wall right here, but I soon change it because I didn't like how it flowed in the end. I had a vision that the kitchen is going to be on that side of the wall, but it didn't work out very well, so I moved it over to the other side of the wall, which happens around like now. Yeah, and yeah, I think it flows a lot better now that it's on the other side of the wall. I really like how the interior flows right now. Well, there's a lot of flowing in this area, but it's like a long corridor, open concept sort of situation, so it does flow. Everything has to flow to make it look even bigger. It is a small home. I do change out these windows to the eco lifestyle ones. You'll see in a little bit. I do find them. Yeah, this one over here, I really like them for like over the kitchen counters. I think they look really cool. And I was imagining that this side of the house has a more like, not technically a modern upgrade per se, but they did add some like more modern like extensions, like the windows and the sliding doors. They are more less traditional, more modern additions to the house. Just sort of give it a little bit more of like a special feel to it, shall I say. And honestly, I think Rapidash has like a really good collection of packs to make modern interiors work really well, because all the packs that she has are like modern builds, like tiny living, eco lifestyle. They all go really well together with like the dream home decorator pack. So I was so happy. This just comes together so well because all the packs really just do complement each other. And yeah, I really love it. This bit is stunning actually, if I do say so myself. It's really, really good. I'm working on the what do you call that? The office area, a workstation area. I decided to move the windows, put in another window so that it's still like kind of relatively open and light, and there's like sunlight streaming through, but it also has like enough space for like a nice little work area, because our bedroom is way too small to have like a workstation there, and I figured that there's not much I can do with this space. So computer table it shall be. And I did use like the tool mod to sort of manipulate the bookshelf to make it look like it's like sitting on the base game cabinet that I'm using as like a, I don't know, it's like a custom bookshelf unit kind of situation. And I really like the pops of colors that I use, the green and the red, and there's like a nice scattering of reds amongst the neutral tones and the yellows and the blues. And I like how this house turned out to be kind of neutral, but still not too neutral. Like it looks it looks colorful without being too overpowering. So it still has a little bit of like a personality to it. Yeah, and I decided to make the chair red, this accent chair over here in the living room red, to kind of match in with some of this furniture like the lights, the table, and especially the bar stools, the bar chairs at the kitchen counter area, because I do have like 2 red ones, so I think they all match up really well, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm really happy with this, with how this turned out. It looks really nice. And for this this entryway area, this platform, I have tried off camera to make like cabinets and stuff lay on top of it well, but it really didn't really work out really well. So I decided to make it like a place where you just store your shoes and extra stuff. Instead of an accent table, I went for this, and I thought it was a really nice change of pace in a sense, because usually you like to place like a accent table there to catch your keys and have shoes underneath and stuff. So this is a nice change, a nice creative way, shall I say, to make this space more or less like a bit more special, I guess. And I do add those trellises on the other side to kind of block it off a little bit more, so that this little entrance area has its own little moment, and also it gives a little bit of like privacy. Imagine like having visitors over that you don't really want them in your house, like I don't know, mailmen and package delivery and people trying to sell you things at your door. I don't know, I'm just thinking as I go along. But yeah, I just wanted a little nice privacy from the rest of the house, and I thought this is a very good way to do it, so I did it like this. I hope you guys like this. Yeah, it's a really cozy, welcoming space for anyone coming back home as well, so I thought it was a very nice thing to do. There's a lot of windows in this house too. I really like my windows. I like having sun, I like sunlight, I like a well-lit place. Like if there's too little windows, I just feel very sad. But I do know that sometimes I feel like I might overuse windows a little bit. I don't know though, but this one looks kind of okay. It's not too bad. We still have like one full wall without like any windows. And right here I do use like in-game art, and then I do proceed to use gallery art. This one is from Catatron 16. I'm using, I don't remember the number, but it's one of her newer ones, and this one is by Evarotky. It's like a wood paneling like painting, gallery painting, that I use as like a wooden texture behind the TV, because there was no way that I could paint the board behind the TV a wood tone without it leaking out to the top parts where the cabinet's not covering it. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. So this was a really good way to do it, and this is my first time doing what do you call this? This is my first time doing gallery art for things like textures, wood panel textures and stuff like that. I usually use gallery art as gallery art, but yeah, I'm hoping that this comes off as unmodded, honestly. Because it's not modded. It is no CC. This is just gallery art. You can just find this on the gallery if you open a gallery, and you can place this down in your own game if you want to. I'm sure there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube teaching you how to use gallery art in The Sims in your own builds. But yes, it is no CC. This whole build is no CC. And yeah, I really like using gallery art whenever I can, and I'm just cluttering up the space right now. I kept it really minimal, but I still wanted to look lived in. I think that's a common theme in my builds generally. I like it to look like someone's living there, but I don't like it to look too messy, not too neat. Like it has to look like a, you know, just right, like a just lived in, just enough sort of vibe. And I think I achieved that, so it's very nice indeed. I'm just cluttering up the kitchen a little bit more with like this utensil with the knives. Kept it really minimal because it's an open concept kitchen, and we do have a lot of drawers, so I'm assuming that there's enough storage space for most of the things. And now we're moving on to the bedroom. It is really small, but it is the shell challenge, so I cannot just like, you know, anyhow manipulate like walls and stuff. But I really wanted to keep that flow in the outside, so I didn't like, you know, bump out the room by one tile or something to make it a little bit wider. So I went with this, but I think it turned out really well. I used this mirror on the headboard area just to make the room feel a lot bigger with mirrors. It's a classic thing. You guys know that it's a thing that people do to make a room look a lot bigger. And yeah, it's my first time doing this to a build, and I really like how that looks in the end. So yay, yay for sure, yay for sure, figuring that out as well. This room is honestly really small though. Like if you look at it, it is really just a bit. It's like a bedroom. It's a room for a bed and a TV, so you can just lie in bed, watch TV, or read a book, come in and cry. It's a really small space. I do turn the light, the night light to behind the TV, the night light behind the TV to orange, and I think it gives a really nice mood. I really love turning my lights orange now, like that warm orange light that you see in some of the lights that you use at home. That is a detail that I have discovered that works really well with some things, so I'm very happy that we get to change lights in build mode now with the 2 mod. Is it the 2 mod or the Better Build and Buy mod? It's the Better Build and Buy mod from Twister Maxi. I will link it down below if you guys are interested. I highly recommend if you're a builder and you're not on the Better Build and Buy mod and also the 2 mod, definitely check that out. I think it is like the most awesome thing. It's the most awesome thing that you can have in your game as a builder. It unlocks many possibilities for you. And it just unhinges, like it just helps unleash your creativity in ways that you never know Sims has been holding you back from, in a sense. Yeah, but very simple bathroom. That's the only bathroom we have here in the house. We have a shower, no bathtub, but I think it's okay. And then now we're moving on to the back area, the porch area. I decided to give a hot tub. I wanted to give a swimming pool in this area, but then I was like, it's an eco house. So I don't assume like an eco house in the desert would want to waste that much water. You know, stocking up a pool that's gonna be always filled with water and just wasting a lot of water. Like pools waste a lot of water, so I don't imagine that they will have that. But I guess like being in the desert, you do get pretty hot and the nights do get pretty cold, right? That's how deserts work, right? I've never been to a desert, so I don't know, but that's what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I thought giving them a hot tub would do very well in that department of like cooling down or like warming up, depending. It's a nice area for like hanging out in the patio as well. I really like how I did this patio. I think it looks really good. I do add in an umbrella at some point. I think, yeah, it's coming out right now. I seldom use the umbrella, but I was like very inspired by how sunny this desert is. This is in Oasis Spring, by the way. It's a base game world, and it's really hot here. It's a desert world, so I decided to give them an umbrella, and I'm very happy that it works and it looks pretty comfy. I should do this more often with my patios, but this porch patio thing really turns out looking really nice. Very believable, very realistic, but also very nice, really very nice. I hung this wall fairy lights on the sides, but not very perfectly, so it looks like it's done by just a regular person and not like thought about. It's like an afterthought kind of thing. It looks more lived in that way, less professional. And then adding lights all over here and there. Yeah. And then I do turn them orange too, like right about now. Yeah, you can see that once you turn everything like that light orange color, it just looks a lot more realistic. Yeah. And then I do add like this excess into the outside by the backyard area, just so that they have like easy access to the things that I'm gonna add in the backyard or on the ground later. Soon, you'll see them soon. I do add like some eco stuff, like, you know, the water collector, dew collector, do you call that? I'm doing the landscaping too right now. I ended up layering like 3 different paints to get like this sort of texture on the walking way, the pathway to the house. I decided that I wanted to keep it looking a little wild, like not too manicured lawn, or I don't want it to look like they have plants that requires a lot of watering and stuff like. But so I just picked out plants that belongs to the environment. So I just looked around and I reached into the debug menu to find the live edit menu, actually, to find plants that I see in the environment, and then I matched it up. I made it look nice. I made it look like it's kind of planned, but it's still kind of wild because I'm using daisies and I'm using like succulents, the agave plant, cactus, things like that, and also that what do you call that? This cattail plant, pampas. I don't know what those are. Those reed looking things. And I just size them up and down with the tool mod whenever I need to. I don't really use a lot of tool mods here, but I do like take a palette of different plants as I usually do now. I feel like I've been doing very good with like landscaping. I'm learning a lot as I continue to experience and experiment with different landscaping techniques and ways to do landscaping, and this one turned out really good as well. Yeah, as you can see, I do add rocks as well to kind of ground it in and make it look more grounded. I don't know, naturally occurring looking. It's like, it's very, the landscaping doesn't look complete until there's a little bit of rock in it, I think. That's my opinion on landscaping in general. So I really like to do it whenever I feel like, whenever I remember to, I will. Sometimes I do forget. And I do paint the ground with like a little bit of these, I think it's got scorched earth, just a little bit darker so it looks more 3D. Yeah. Placing things down, figuring things out. I do place the trash. I didn't know where to place the trash can, so I ended up putting it on the porch, the patio area. So good luck getting that to the front road. Luckily in The Sims we don't have to like drag the trash can all the way from our own property out to the main road. We just need to throw it in there. So maybe it's a good thing that it's there. But anyways, right now you can see that I'm adding in some of those dew collectors at the back of the house. I really wanted it to be at the back of the house, but I really wanted to show that there are dew collectors in this place. I also added solar panels and solar roof shingles. I don't know what you call those, but I added that to the rooftop. So there's a lot of like solar power. There's a lot of solar power going on in this house, so it's pretty much like, it's probably quite self-sustainable. Like if this goes off the grid, it would not die. It might not have enough water, I don't think, but it wouldn't die. I think so. Yeah. But we do have 3 dew collectors though, so I don't really know how effective it is. It could be effective enough for a house this size, honestly. But yeah, oh my god, I'm losing my voice, guys. Can you hear it? Because I'm doing this straight after stream, and I've been screaming at the stream. Screaming? Not really screaming, but I've been like quite stressed up during stream today. Because I was playing the 100 Baby Challenge. If you guys don't know, I do play the 100 Baby Challenge every Friday on stream. I stream Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. GMT +8 of Singapore time. On Mondays to Thursdays we do usually build. Currently we're trying to build the Oprah Winfrey mansion, the $90 million one called Promised Land. It's a very, very, very exciting journey. We just started. It's been like about a week. Not much progress done, but we do very little minute details, trying to like, you know, decorate things and stuff. But I'm talking way too much about my stream. But definitely come and check me out if you guys haven't already on Twitch. My handle is Chermibear as well. And with that, we are, as you can see, at the end of the stream. So thank you so much for watching me build this, watching the speed build, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you, bye!